All right, in this video, I'm going to show you how to set up a Performance Max campaign step by step. So first thing you want to do is come to your Google Ads account. And if you've never set it up before, you won't have this tab, but you're going to want to click Create New Campaign. You don't have to set a goal. I just pick Create a campaign with no guidance. And then you'll see the new Performance Max setting here. You want to click on that. Here you'll see any of the conversion goals that you currently have set up in the account. So in this account, we have phone calls and purchasers. That's fine. Then you want to select the actual Google Merchant Center account if you have an e-commerce business to link within here. And you also want to select the country associated with the feed if you're using that as well. Click within there and click continue. Next, you're going to want to put your budget. So use 50 in this example. And now, depending on the KPIs of your business, you can either pick conversions or conversion value. I recommend you pick conversion value just because even if you're a lead generation business, you should be adding a certain value to each conversion action, whether it's a phone call versus a form fill out. You should have conversion value. In this case, we're going to use conversion value with this ROAS goal. And I'm picking a ROAS goal because I already know what this account can do, but typically you want to leave this unchecked to see and allow Performance Max to essentially grab whatever value and maximize the value that it can, and then you can scale and optimize from there. Click next. You're gonna want to choose the country. So in this case, I'm just gonna pick the United States. Target that because that's the feed that I'm targeting. Languages, you want to choose your actual language. I'm gonna choose English. More settings, you can choose an ad schedule, or you can pick a start and the end date. And very important here as well, sending traffic to the most unique URLs. So I've tested both. And typically, if you're really not sure where Google can optimize toward, you can have them send your traffic anywhere. So for example, if we're selling e-commerce products, in this case, like wine bottles, we could either have them be sent to like blogs about our wine if they're at a certain point in the funnel, or we can send them to a specific most popular wine product page, or we can send them to the wine bottles like category page. So you have to basically know what you're testing and just analyze it and optimize. In this case, we're gonna turn this off and just provide URLs just so we know we have that variable controlled. Ad schedule, we're gonna run whenever, and then click next. Okay, so for asset groups and campaign groups, the way you want to think about this is an asset group is think of it almost like an ad group where you want to do your targeting and possibly even product segmentation for the overall Performance Max campaign. So in this case, if we're targeting wine bottles, you can call this like wine bottles is the product. And then we could say we're targeting typically your converters list. So you want to add multiple signals that Google can go off of, which I'll talk about in the audience signal portion. We want to add all converters and also people that are interested in this type of product. So I would typically put like all converters in the name plus wine affinity or wine interest or in market for wine. Unless you're testing all products, you want to choose a selection. So you can essentially segment your list in many different ways. It can be by brands, categories, item IDs, conditions. In this case, I can just look up products that are wine focused. I'll just type in wine and just choose all those items. So now I have all these items in here. I can update the URL to be sent to wine, and then based on your URL, it'll be pretty easy to grab images of stuff that you want. So I'm just gonna grab a bunch of random ones here just so you guys know, but you need some landscape and square. Logos you want as well, and also videos are great, but Google will essentially create videos for you if you don't give video assets, and they're decent. They're not the best in the world, but they're better than like not having and not getting that basically conversion channel. Then for headlines, Google honestly gives you some good headlines if you have the right landing page and it's optimized. So I'm just going to pick some random ones. You obviously want to make sure that the headlines you're picking make sense with the audience you're targeting, where they are in the funnel, and also the items you're targeting. So you want it to all make relatively good sense. In this case, I'm just picking some random ones, just letting Google crawl my site. So just picking a few different ones. Call to action. If it's e-commerce, I'm just going to say shop because that's what I want people to do. So Google's not guessing. We don't really need that. And on the right here, you can see like the different formats. You'll see your ads. So you'll see them in search, which is interesting. YouTube. If you have the videos, you'll see them there. Gmail, Discover, as well as display. You can just see them on different devices as well, which is interesting. You see the products. Next, you want to add your audience signal. So I already have one built out here, but you just want to click in here and kind of take a look. So people that have searched for the specific item, like a wine bottle, you can put a custom segment in there. So essentially, if we want to even create a new customer segment and say we want to grab people that have searched wine glasses the last 7 days, we can say, okay, people that have searched wine glasses. Click enter. And you can also see how big that audience is here when it populates, males, females, and just click save. And you want to add your conversion data here. If you have an email list, that's even better. And you can also put what else they're interested in, or if there's a specific demographic you want to target, you just click save. In this case, I'm just going to discard this. And we'll just keep this audience signal, keep your business name, and then you have essentially all your information here. You want to make sure you have a long headline, description, and a few headlines, and you'll get an ad strength score. So this is your one asset group. So this asset group will be named wine bottles. All converters plus people interested in wine will be sent to this landing page. You want to make sure that all makes sense. Next. You can add a call extension if you want, or site link extension. I definitely recommend you have a few in here. You can also look into image extensions or structured snippets. And then finally, you have your campaign name, performance max, the goal, country of sale, budget, and everything. And essentially, you're basically good to go and publish this campaign. In this case, I'm not going to publish it. I'm just going to show you a live performance max campaign I already have going. So after you've been running Performance Max for a little bit, I just started one of these campaigns here. You'll begin to be able to see insights and recommendations the more time you have this running. So you can see inside here, different insights, adding ROAS targets, looking at different asset groups. Within here, you'll be able to view the details of the assets you're actually using by clicking in here. You can see if performance is good, bad, or pending here. So you can say, oh, okay, so people respond to certain headlines better than others. And over time, you're going to be able to see combinations as well, which will be helpful for you to optimize, A/B test, and split test. And I'm testing many different things right now. I would say use multiple different Performance Max campaigns for different segments of products, just because it's hard to see the data otherwise if it's lumped together like this. Otherwise, you could see it in campaign overview for all Performance Max campaigns, like click-through rate, CPC, and everything. But if you have too many products within, it's not as great, in my opinion, from what I've seen. But test to whatever you want to test. You can also see what products are actually getting impressions and clicks within your campaign, so you can really try to scale from there. All right, I hope that was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions and if you're going to be testing Performance Max campaigns with your clients or your business account, and if it does better than Smart Shopping or any other lead generation options.